Hello everyone and welcome to another Baldur's Gate 3 video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to give your party members some seriously good buffs before you head out for just a small amount of 200 gold. Also going to show you a little trick where we can farm a few of the camp resources. So as you see, I've got plenty of buffs here utilising before I go into battle. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So this mechanic all starts with Withers and the ability to hire hirelings, which is something that someone doesn't seem to do very often. But we want to talk about the hirelings and want to recruit one. Now the first one that we want to recruit is Danton here, which is the Druid. And once we have recruited him, we just want to level him up a few bit just to get a few key things that we will need. So the subclass, we want to do the Circle of the Land. Cantrips doesn't really matter too much. And then in the spells, the two spells that we are looking for primarily is the Goodberry and the Longstrider. Them two are the ones we want the most, so we can accept that. And then for the next level, the Circle of the Land. This one doesn't really matter too much, we just want to select any of them. And then the other spells we are looking for is anything that hasn't got the concentration tag, but we want everything from until the long rest. So projection of poison will be a good one as well. So we've now got three. We've got the Goodberry, we've got the protection from poison, and we've also got Longstrider. And there's no additional spells here, we just want to make sure we've got the Longstrider, the Goodberry and the protection from poison. And that will be it, that is all done. Now as you can see now with our level 6 Druid, we have here the natural recovery, which replenishes all spell slots. So what we want to do is we want to head back into our camp. So once we are back into camp and we have our Druid selected, we can now cast some of our spells on some of our party members that we want to be travelling around with. So first of all, we're going to do Longstrider. I will normally do this on my main character because unfortunately it is a ritual spell and you can only do it once. So you will need to long rest before that. I tend to do it on my main character. The next what we're going to do is protection from poison. Do that for the party members that we want to be traveling with us. So we're going to do that one first. Going to cast it on Shadowheart as well. Do it over here on Gale as well. And then what we're going to do is also do it on our last character, which is the Zell here. Then from here what we can do is we can use our Goodberry, which does give healing, but it also conjures 4 magical berries into your inventory, which you can use for your long rest as it does go into your camp supplies. So this one's good if you want to just farm a load of camp supplies just before you long rest. So we can just craft a load of these. You just want to do it on the level 1 and you'll see why very shortly. So I want to use all of our good berries. And as you can see, we've got no more level 1 spell slots, but we can use natural recovery and we just want to do that on level 1. We want to do that just a few times until all our level 1 spots are full again. As you can see, we've only got 3 natural recovery charges, which is fine. We can craft a few more of these Goodberry spells. And there we go. If we flick over to our main character, we head onto the inventory. You can see that we have 28 Goodberries, which is equal to 1 camp supply. So the next hireling we want to hire, we head back over to Withers, will be a cleric, which is this one here, Zenith. He is a level 1 cleric, so we want to hire him. And just kind of the same process, what we want to do is we want to level him up as there's a few spells that we want to have. So we just want to go through and max level our cleric as well. We can sort out all the spells later on. So with our cleric, the 2 main spells you want is Aid and also Ward and Bond. And now it's not very often I use Ward and Bond as it can be quite risky because each time the ally takes damage you take the same amount of damage. So it can be quite risky, but it does gain a resistance to all the damage and gives a +1 to their armor class and saving throws. So if you are going to use it, I'd recommend using it on one of your tanks. Now from here, now we have our cleric. What we can do is we can cast Aid on all of our characters. So with Aid, you can see that it is a level 2 spell slot. So I've only got 3 level 2s available. I'm sure if you're a high level, you will have more. You just want to cast Aid on all the characters that you are taking around with you on your quests. And what Aid basically does is it gives your characters an increase of hit points by 5. So it is something really good to have. There we go. So basically once we have done all of them for our buffs, we can talk to our hirelings and we can just say wait for me in camp, and that will dismiss it from your party, and then you can recruit your other members that you were using before in your party. So even though these characters here weren't in our party, you will see in just a moment when I recruit them back into the party, you will see that they will have the buffs as well. So as you can see here, Gale, who I've just recruited to the party, has the protection from poison and the aid as well. And if we head over here and speak to Lizelle, we'll recruit her back to the party as well. And as you can see, she also has the buffs. And now you're ready to basically venture out and explore the world with a few extra buffs to help you along the way. So the main reason why you would do it this way is so you don't, obviously I've got a Shadow Hearts cleric. I do have aid here as an action, and it will heal myself and give a maximum of 10 hit points. And we also have another one here, which is obviously the level 2 spell slot, but I don't want to use her spell slots because I want them sort of out and about on the adventure. So it's better to hire hirelings, use their spell slots, then it doesn't matter too much because you won't be taking them out on battle. So there we go everyone, that's how we can get all the buffs for your party members so you can explore Baldur's Gate 3 with a few extra bonuses. It's been Kryptonite here, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.